Hello everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. Hope everyone's doing well and having a good week so far. We've had some really glorious weather here in Buckinghamshire since, about the beginning of the week really. And it's actually been a bit too hot for me, but I'm not complaining. However, I don't have aircon in my office and it's been quite difficult working in there. I do have a fan, but it doesn't seem to make an awful lot of difference. And there was no air coming in through the window, so it's been quite difficult. But I'd rather have this weather than the awful constant torrential rain that we were having. It certainly makes you feel better when you wake up in the morning and it's light and bright and sunny. So today we're going to do another episode in the Margarete Miller's 52-week collage challenge, and this week it's hashtag CW Planner 16. And the 5 prompts for 16 are weather, whatever that means to you, a personal people, handwriting, a map, a number. And the bonus, if you want to use it or if you want to substitute it for one of the above, is a rubber stamping in 2 different colours. So I think we might be able to manage all 6 of those today. So I'm continuing with my A5 notebook, and because it's white lined paper, the first thing I always do is just distress around the edges. And I'm only using one A5 page for each collage. I mean, in hindsight, now that I've got into this challenge, I think next time, if I do something similar, I will probably use either a bigger book or a double page. But anyway, we're managing to do it with 1 page, and it's quite nice because it keeps it very neat. And if it's on a double page, I think I might be looking around for other things to add to it rather than sticking to what the prompts are. So I thought the map I've got a piece of scrapbooking paper, which is maps of the world, so I'm going to use that. Handwriting, I've got a scrap of this lovely old English beautiful script handwriting on this nice craft paper, so I'm going to use that. My number, well, I have a few numbers, but I picked out this one. I like the shape and I like the fact that it's more than 1 number. So it is 1 complete number because it's 2,203, but it could also be a line of numbers, so that's nice. Now my favourite person, well, a person, I'm not necessarily, it doesn't say a favourite, but I've picked Sir Winston Churchill because he's one of my all-time heroes. I think he really did do England justice in the war, and he fought for us, and you know, I've always admired him ever since I was a child. So I thought I'd put on a photograph of him with his famous cigar, and this one is of him in uniform. So it was at the height of the conflicts. I'm using that. And then weather, whatever that means to me. Well, whenever I see a rainbow, I just absolutely love rainbows. And if we have a really overcast rainy day and then suddenly the sun comes out, I know instinctively that we're going to have a rainbow. And I always go out and look for it. And this is one that was taken in our area where I live. It's actually a double rainbow. You can just see in the background, faint double rainbow. My printer was printing vertical lines, but I've kept this picture because I don't think it matters too much for this collage. But I have had to spend some time cleaning nozzles and cleaning the head and all sorts of things. So one day it's fine, next day you get these lines. And then we'll look at stamping in 2 different colours at the end if we get some time. So let's start. So bring over my glue book and our prompts over there. So I'm going to use my, sorry, did I move you then? I'm going to use my tear ruler to tear out Sir Winston Churchill. Hope he doesn't mind. Yeah, he's quite a talented man actually, apart from the fact that he, you know, is obviously famous for the obvious things. He's an artist as well, paints, and he has had a beautiful wife. Her name, I loved her name. Her name was Clementine. I think that's a lovely, lovely name. I'm just going to distress around the edge simply to get rid of the white where I've torn the edges like that. So we're going to have him down. So maybe he might be somewhere in the middle. I don't really always want to go for something dead on in the middle. I'm just going to tear off that straight edge of this lovely script handwriting. Oops. So I hope you're all keeping well. I'm doing okay, just been a bit stressed at work really. It's very, very busy now that we're coming out of lockdown. Seems to mean to most of the members of the public that the NHS gone back to normal, and unfortunately it definitely hasn't. If anything, it's worse than ever at the moment because everybody's now wanting their appointments and we just haven't got the, you know, capacity at the moment. Things are not back to normal, and I wish Boris would announce that in his next announcement and tell people who might listen to him that NHS, i.e. hospitals and GP surgeries and dentists and all of that have not gone back to normal, and things have not changed. In fact, they're now, we're all trying to catch up, but it's impossible because we're still using staff that are totally burnt out from COVID, and some staff still not 100% back in, you know. It's been very difficult. Anyway, don't want to talk about COVID really. So I find it very stressful now to even contemplate it. And we're still adhering to our lockdown procedures at work. We've actually just recently been told in our daily bulletin that we have another case of COVID. So, you know, things are not good, and I wish the public would actually realise that, you know, and take that into account, instead of which we're sadly getting people ringing us up who are not very nice on the phone, and it's the secretaries that have to take all the flack from people. I actually rang my dentist up this week because my normal routine dental checkup was obviously postponed during COVID, and it was postponed twice, and of course obviously I understand. And I rang up and I just said, oh, I just want to book my routine dental appointment, I said, for whenever. And she said, oh, I'm really sorry, but you know, you're going to have a bit of a wait. And I said, don't worry, I totally understand, and I work at the hospital and I know what it's like. And I said, you know, she said, thank you for your understanding, some patients don't actually, you know, accept it. And I said, no, I know. I said, we're the ones that take the flack, aren't we? And she went, tell me about it. She said, it's been absolutely awful. Okay, so I think this might be a bit big, so sadly I may have to chop off the second rainbow on there. I just think rainbows are lovely. They're a real phenomenon. I've, you know, always fascinated me since I was a child, and I think perhaps they to me they symbolize a bit of hope, you know. I don't know why, I just think I don't know, I can't really explain it, to be honest, how it makes me feel when I see a rainbow. It just makes me feel uplifted, happy, hopeful, all those things. So that's why I've chosen for my weather a rainbow. So hopefully that fits the brief. Now I thought maybe we put this map kind of down this side, and we'll kind of have something like this time. Have this sort of arrangement maybe. So obviously it's a map of the world. There's the UK, parts of the United States. Here, I think that all is UK and the United. Yes, Nevada's on there. Yes, so I think that maybe we'll have some sort of arrangement like this, perhaps. Or maybe we'll just have a piece of that. Let's see. So we can always join bits on afterwards if we want to. Just going to chop off the top of England, Scotland area. Sorry, Scotland. I need to take off that straight edge. So we've got that and that. That's quite nice. It's all a bit unified for me though. But I don't really know how else I can do it. But I could do it like that, and we could have some stamping here and here. I think maybe that's what I'll do. And then the number, what did I do with our number? Oh, here it is. Let's give that an ink round as well. Yeah, so that's me, apart from being extremely tired, which I have been. I think we might have him down there. Let's think round this. But that goes with the PBC that, you know, I now have. I mean, I'm fortunate. I'm only in the early stages of that. And if I'm good and careful and look after myself, then it should stay like that, hopefully. And not get any worse. But it's the sort of thing that goes up to stage 4. Stage 4 being liver transplants. But, you know, I think, you know, hopefully, as I say, I should be able to keep well enough to not worry about it too much now that I'm on medication, which has helped tremendously, and I'm very grateful for that fact. Okay, so I think I'm going to do something like that. So I'm going to put this piece of map down first. Let's find the glue stick. So I don't know how much more of this lovely Scotch glue stick is left. It's my favourite, I have to say. Looks like I might be having to put an order in soon to Amazon, which is where I got this one from. So I'm going to put that there. And then I think we'll put this lovely rainbow down. So have you all been managing to craft this week? If some of you might be working, or I don't know. Tell me what you're up to. Be nice to know. So I'm going to put that there like that, and then I might stagger with Sir Winston Churchill, but before I put him down, I'm going to put this down. Well, I'm glad it's been lovely weather this week, because children down here in my area, UK, and not all UK have half terms at the same time. They've been on half term this week, so for once it's been a nice week of weather for them to at least get out and about, you know, walking and playing out and that sort of thing. so difficult when you've got children. I remember it well when Charlotte and Rachel were at school and growing up, and how difficult it was to A, get time off in half term to look after them, and B, to actually keep them amused. I mean, I had to work. I was a single mum at the time, but I had very good friends, and I also had a very, very lovely sister, my sister Hazel, who used to have them to stay with her, because sometimes, you know, I just couldn't take time off work. My job obviously was extremely necessary, and I couldn't jeopardize it really, but juggling children when you're a single, any parent, is hard enough with school holidays and things when you all work and trying to get childcare, but having no other half, you know, it was made it very, very difficult really. But we got there, we managed, and I thank my sister tremendously for all the help she gave me. But she lives in Hemel Hempstead, which is Hertfordshire, so it's a different county to us. It's one of the bordering counties, and her children often weren't off the same week as ours, so, you know, that posed a few problems. But then I was lucky that, you know, I had some friends in the village that helped me, and I'm ever grateful to them. And I used to help them out in return, because obviously couldn't afford to pay anyone either, so that posed its own problems. And parents were elderly and they couldn't really do much. So I'm going to use, I think I'm going to stamp the corners up here and here, and probably along here. We may add a couple more things on top of here. And I've got this, well, it's like a happy birthday stamp. I think this is one that the lovely Tanya from Tutty Treasure sent me. She's cleaning out her stash. I think it is. I'm not sure, but they haven't got a birthday on them, and they're lovely designs. So I love this one here. It's like a kind of a, well, almost like a dahlia. So we'll use those. I'll just get my block. Excuse me a moment. Now I've only got my big block at the moment to use. Or have I? I might be. Oh, Telefib, I've got that one, that's better. So we'll use that one instead. And now let's think. Now this is a nice long one, sort of like almost a border. We could put that up there. Doesn't matter if it goes across the map. So put that one down. And whoops. Let's see now. Well, that one's in two halves. We could put that up at the corner. But I do like this daisy, or whatever the flower is. So let's try and get that off this. Oh dear, that's very hard to get off. Gosh, I think it might have been glued down with super glue. And I don't want possibly all of it. I know it doesn't quite fit on this, but that's okay. We don't worry about that. Now I have got my broken china. I thought it might liven up the page. I've also got my VersaFine sepia, vintage sepia. I love that. So let's use this, and we're going to just give that a rub over with the broken china distress ink and see what we get. It doesn't look like there is anything coming out actually. This can't be dried up already, this broken china. I haven't had it very long, so it better not be. I'm just going to try that out on this book. Oh yes, there we are. It's not an in-your-face blue, but it's a very nice subtle blue. I do like that. So maybe before we put this down, we may want to just do a bit of extra distressing on the white bits that are showing, like so. That's it. Right, let's see what we can do now. This is going to be difficult because this page is not going to be particularly flat, so I am just going to put it there and give it a good press down. This is my technique. Very technical, isn't it? Oh, now that's okay. I mean, didn't really take there, but don't know if I can just pop another flower on there or not, or I may just mess the whole thing up now. See if I can get that to come out. No, not quite. That's okay, that's fine. So that's that one. Okay, just put that down for a minute and take that one off, and I'll wipe them at the end. Then let's use the long one with, let me get my other block. I do need that really for the long one, don't I, in all fairness. Excuse the grubbiness of it. Okay, I'm going to put sepia on this. There, like so. And maybe I put that the wrong side of this block. It's going to make it awkward if I must give this block a good old scrub. Look at it. Oh, that decided. Okay, I'm just going to have to get it on my hands. And I'm going to put that there. And again, I'm going to have to try and press down as hard as I can. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, that's pretty. Now, we'll put some blue next to that one, and we'll use this one again. And I'm just literally going to not put it on the block this time. I'm going to stamp some up the top like that. Like so. And then likewise, let's put the lid back on there. There's the sepia, and we'll do another flower down here. And this one, oh, that's nice, that's darker. That's good. Okay, so that's that part of it. I'll sort those out in a minute. Now, I'm thinking it needs something else now on here. So, can I put on? That's the question. Maybe another number would be nice. Let's have a look. Let's have a look in here. I've got mostly Tracy Fox, but some others. I was going through my stash and found a sheet, and I can't remember whose they are, and I do apologise. These are quite pale though, that's the only thing. Now that's quite a nice one. That actually says number 971, so that would be nice. It's a nice size and a nice colour. Just have a quick look and see if we've got anything else I might prefer. Oh, we've got numbers here. Don't really want it up there, do I? But I do. Yeah, we'll put something over this side. So it'll either be that or that. Now, which do I prefer? That one or that one? I think I like the red. I'm going to ink around this. And we're going to stick this on with my art glitter glue. It's very relaxing doing this collage challenge, actually. I don't really have that much to say today, I'm afraid. I'm just trying to think what's new in my life, apart from going back to work and within a couple of hours wishing I was on leave again. But I think that happens to everybody mostly. Now I've got some washi tape here, which is quite bright and cheerful. And I could put a bit of that somewhere on here. Let's cut some of that off. I'm just going to distress that a tiny bit because it's a bit glary. And I think we'll use the glue stick. There seem to be an awful lot of people. I live on a very small estate in my village. It's a little circular estate, and it's about, let me think now, I think it's about 30 houses. No, I don't like that there. Let's put it up a bit higher. About 30 houses actually. I'm trying to work out who lives at the end, around the other side of the circle. And it's usually, you know, very lucky, it's quiet, peaceful around here usually. Apart from cars up and down and couriers, we seem to have a lot of those still. I think people have adopted that way of shopping online, you know. It's quite handy. We belong to Amazon Prime. It's very, very good. It's very useful. Very useful indeed. So put that up there. So maybe we'll put another piece just to mirror it down. I'm going to put a tiny piece down in. In this bottom corner. I might just go to put it down there on its end like that. I've got my washing machine on, so I don't know if you can hear it, so I do apologise if you can. I've got the window open as well. So there, I think we can say that's done. So there we have CW Planner #16. There we are. And we have weather, which is, for me, it's a rainbow. Person is Sir Winston Churchill. Handwriting is this lovely script writing on craft paper. I've got a map, part of the UK and the USA. I've got numbers here. And I've got stamping in different colours. So I've got broken china and sepia, vintage sepia. And that's it. That is the collage for #CW Planner number 16 of Margarete Miller's 52-week collage challenge. And I'll see you all again soon. Take care everyone. Bye bye.